Hello everybody, Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay fellas, for this video we got a special video going on right here. Unprecedented until now. Okay, yesterday is payday. I got all my bills all paid and everything. And I decided to go to the hobby shop because I haven't been there in a long time because I've been working. And so, 2 weeks prior to yesterday, I went to the same hobby shop. It's the first time I've been in there probably, oh good Lord, 5 months. And I'm going to Schultz Hobbies. I haven't been going to this other one over here. So I went to Hobbytown, USA. I went down there. The guys greeted me quite well. Hey, Frank, how you doing? Well, real fine, I said. So, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm fine. I've just been working. You got any new stuff back there? Oh, yeah, we got a few things back there. Go back there and check it out. So I went back there and looked around, and I ran across a big, huge, colossal airplane model. Nice kit. And I'm going to surprise you in a couple of seconds now. I know you guys are itching, going, come on, Frank, come on, let's see it. You'll see it and you'll get it. So anyway, I seen it. I said, well, I got the money to give it right now, but I better not. Because I got to have gas money to get my vehicle. I got that big Suburban I'm driving, a big old General Motors Suburban. And that thing's a gas sucker, that thing is. And so that thing, with the price of gas going up now since we got this Mr. Potato Head in office, is really caused a crisis of the cost of gas, and and it sure ruined my budget too, spending. So I haven't bought nothing for myself for a long time because of the reasons of paying for gas and work and paying bills. So I said, what the heck, I said, I think I'll pick that up next week. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So it was yesterday. I went down there, and I was hoping. I said, hey, I said, I hope this thing is still here. And so I went back there, and sure enough, it was. So this is what I got. This is 1/32 scale Trumpeter, A-10 Warthog, or Thunderbolt 2. It don't matter. Now, this kit, with tax and all, I got it for $128 out the door. It was marked down to $119 over here. Before, I think it was $150. Now I heard these things are going up now in cost, especially at eBay. I don't know. But there was two of them last week. One was over there by the counter where you pay for your models at. I guess it had a big old piece of the paper on there for the guy who bought it. He must have ordered it and got another one back there. This is the one I got. So this is 1/32 scale A-10 Thunderbolt 2, or Warthog. Now I'm going to tell you guys about this aircraft. This thing is nothing but pure, unadulterated meanness. This is a very mean airplane. It was designed as a tank buster. And I mean to tell you, this thing really, it can. I hate to be inside of a tank and have this thing come at you and let you have it with those guns that got on there. And it'd be a mixture between pink hash and foobar. So this thing wasn't no joke. It's very well feared. Now, in the beginning, we're going to have an unboxing view of this. So this video is going to be a while. It'll probably be almost an hour, I'm thinking. Maybe perhaps a little less. And I'll explain and diagram the model individually so you can see. Now, I'll get this webcam up here, and somehow it focuses it pretty good, a lot better from a distance, especially on my workboard here. I've got the directions to the kit and decals, and we can start out with that first. Then we'll review the kit, and I'll explain pros and cons to my likings and dislikings of the kit, and we'll all sum it up at the end of the video. I'm thinking very seriously, since this is a treat of an airplane for me. You know, I mean, I'm still working on string bag and that Bolt's D3. I'm still working on that. I'm gonna get that going too. So I'll probably be making a whole bunch of videos of this A-10. It's going to be live action with Frankie Day on the A-10 Thunderbolt. Now I'm not too decisive of how I want it on the paint schedule. I don't know if I'm going to have an Air Force light gray or the camouflage, the Warthog version, the one with the camouflage. Looks like it's either gunship gray, some kind of olive drab or green. I don't know what it is. But I reviewed the instructions before I made this video here, and I'll explain my my views towards the instructions as we review them. Okay, in the beginning we'll start out with the instructions. Actually, yeah, with instructions. Then we'll get to the decals. Okay, I know this camera here is very friendly up here. So I'm going to take this here camera and I'm going to bring it down very closely to the workbench here, and we're going to do this thing right. Incidentally, what I did, I cleaned up my workbench. I got all my paints. I've done a lot of dusting around here. Believe you me, these things are dust collectors. I'm constantly just dusting all the time, dusting. I always got my beautiful little brush up here. I go like that, grab the dust here, dust there, keep them clean, you know. So anyway, I got my workbench all cleaned up to accept this big beast here. And it was due for cleaning anyway, because it's been nasty for the last God darn, Lord knows how many months. Okay, I'm gonna get this box out of the way. It looks like I'm gonna be up and down during this video, guys. You guys will have to please excuse me and forgive me for getting up and down, because this dog out here, it's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and it's driving me nuts. And it seems like to me it does that when I have time for myself to make a video. So right now, we're going to start out with the inbox view of this A-10 1/32 scale Thunderbolt 2 or Warthog. I'm going to bring the camera right down here so we can start out with the instructions first. Alrighty, here it is, guys. We'll turn around this way. Okay, now, before we proceed with the instructions, I don't know what happened with this kit here. I was very displeased with it in a way. It's because the treatment of the kit itself, usually a high dollar kit like this, I got no color advertisement they give you, and plus they didn't give you a color sheet to show the color of this airplane, what kind of paints to use. Now, we'll get this in the instructions, so we'll get to that. Alrighty, in the beginning, over here is some views right here For reference, I would not rely on this. It's just you just get a good idea. And it has text right here. It tells you exactly, you know, what kind of engine it is, and the power plant, and the history of the airplane itself. It's all right here. But like I say, do research. It looks like I'm going to have to be doing research. I can't rely on none of this for research, because I'm going to tell you guys, I'm very honest with you fellas. There's a lot of things old Frankie Day knows, a lot of things I do not know. I know everything from World War II up to my era and all the way down to the end of the line. But when it comes today, especially in aircraft that's still in service today, modern day aircraft such as this A-10 Thunderbolt here, I know nothing of. I am a pendejo when it comes to this, which means stupid in Spanish. I know nothing of this aircraft. Just little things I can pick up out of it, and knowing that this thing is one piece of meanness. In real life, this airplane is. It's very feared. This airplane came out, I know, at least back in the at least 1990, 91, this airplane first came out. I'm thinking that during the Gulf Wars. Okay, in the beginning right here, you got a tub assembly for the cockpit. Now, since this is a trumpeter kit, you got the parts number and also the sprue number. Now, when it comes to painting, I guess they use Hobby, Mr. Hobby paints. I don't know. But there is a color guide on this. We'll get to that. So the interior details with the box indicates the called out number for the paint, which is H12 is black. I imagine this whole thing is Negros, everything. Now, we'll look at this in the sprue too, but I will point out some details in here. Now, on the instrument panel, this is smooth as a baby's rump. No detail at all. It's bland. Now, they got here, this is clear. And then you got a decal that fits over it. We'll show you the decal as we get to the instructions. And I know there's a little more to this than what adds up here in the later chapters of the instructions. We'll probably show you here, because I'm pretty dumb. I figured out right here. This is the L is clear parts, and this panel right here is gray. I don't know, that decal is sandwiched on between here, and you put this over the piece. Certainly, I don't know how it is though, but it looks like to me this is on first and the decal fits here. They don't make sense, but there is aftermarket parts for this kit. Now, before we proceed any further with the instructions, fellas, I just now learned this kit's ancient. This kit's probably about 8 years old. I didn't know this. I thought this was a brand new kit that came out. So the treatment of the kit itself, there's a lot of stuff that's missing. They should have put in there, like flyers. They used to give you a little flyer with a glossy sheet on there, and also a color piece, a color chart. I mean, a color piece of the aircraft itself, indicating the color numbers. Then you can go by that. Then you can go get mission model paints or humble colors wherever you need to paint the aircraft. Now, when it comes to the color scheme with the Warthog, using the camouflage, I don't know nothing of it. We'll get to that in the last chapter of this here instruction booklet. Okay, step 2, you got the injection seat. All these different call-out numbers. You got a color guide and back of this instruction sheet back here. I think it's on, I don't know what page it is. I took a fast glance at it. It's back here for a little more. You got to go by that to find out what color you want to paint these seats. Now, the pilot, they got a special painting thing for the pilot. They got a pilot right here, really detailed pilot. I looked at him. He's pretty neat. So you got a color guide for this. Is also back here too, and it tells you everything. There's your whole assembly right there. Alrighty, guys. Next page. And over here, you got all your sub-assemblies for your for your cannon, for your cannon assembly. There's a lot of parts there, fellas. You've got your ammo. There, you can see it better. I'm sorry, guys. Wasn't paying attention to the monitor. You even got your ammo belts across there. You got your bullets. These bullets are highly detailed. So you really paint those out and put a wash, really spices them up. And there's color call outs for all this, which is the color guys back here, which is nice. I like that. There's all your detail. Now, you got Big Ed photo etch set. I seen Genesis Models last night. He did an excellent inbox review. Bobby Waldron did a wonderful inbox review of the kit, and he kind of formed his personal views towards the kit, like the way I'm doing this one too. And I'm putting my mind in his mind, and I see exactly what he sees. These all lovely parts like that. Now they got a Big Ed photo etch set, especially tailor-made just for their kit. So you may want to get that. It comes with the metal landing gears and comes with all the photo etch goodness that goes into something like this. Believe me, if you guys really want to go out and get nuts on it, with the cost of this kit in general, with other aftermarket photo etch parts and such, you're running into some high dollar stuff. But that's good for going to model shows. The only time I get involved, and a lot of bulbs and accessories, all those extra parts and stuff, to save a little time for me making homemade with my hands, speed up assembly. It'll cost me a lot of money, and that's actually for shows. I'm building this thing out of the box. Okay, this is the whole exploded assembly views of the nose cannon right there. Over here, once it's all assembled, it goes inside the fuselage half, and you button up your fuselage halves there. And next chapter over here, you got the buttoning up of your fuselage, you got your undercarriage right there, your tires. Incidentally, I thought these were metal. I really did. Because I know every Trumpeter kit I bought the TBF-1C, a torpedo bomber, and I bought the Albatross SA-16B. And also I had the 148 scale Focke-Wulf Condor bomber, and also the Vector's Wellington bomber, old Wimpy. It all had metal landing gear. This thing here has plastic landing gear like Hobby Boss and Hong Kong models. They really shorten. They shorten. That's one of the things I didn't like about it, because they didn't give you the metal landing gear struts for this thing. It's all plastic. If you want metal landing gear, you gotta bingo. You gotta get offline. Get all those parts. So this is a complete assembly. All this got to be complete right after the fuselage is buttoned up, the undercarriage and stuff. And over here you got, in conclusion of the fuselage assembly, it's all in here. You got extra parts right here. You got to assemble. So I'm going to do a lot of sub-assembly work on this thing before I do anything else. Now, complicated part of the kit is just more or less all the details of the cannon, and also the parts itself and everything. Okay, step 11, we'll go to the wings. This will get simple now. Evidently, this thing has, I don't know if they're full functional or not. They probably selected either up or down the positioning of the flaps. Now, the A-10 Warthog or Thunderbolt 2, however you want to name this beast, is incorporated with Fowler flaps, almost like that of the B-29. They slide out, then they drop down. Instead of having split flaps going down like this, or full flaps or split flaps, or like this, these flaps, they like Lockheed Hudson has it, the Super Constellation has it. They come out straight and they come out like that. There they are here. We'll take a look at the screws. They'll tell me this thing's functional on it. I think it's selected either up or down. Okay, fine gentlemen. Hope everybody had a blessed, wonderful day today. I know I did. My brother had a big old steak dinner here. Fresh vegetables. I got drinking apple cider now. We're having a wonderful time. Okay. Step 12, you got more of these flaps put on here. I imagine these flaps are probably either molded or optional up or down. I really don't know. But you got the assembly still proceeds with the flaps. Then you, right here, this assembly here, it looks like it's a fairing. It's a you got the aileron root that gets across here. That fills in that gap there. Your ailerons. Over here, is the left flap. Imagine these flaps here are optional. Either they're made either up or down. That's why you're getting all these descriptions here. I can't see upside down, guys. Maybe you get a pretty good idea what's going on here. These flaps are optional. Either they're closed or open. Okay. Same thing over here. You got the aileron root that gets through there. There's all your stabilizer assembly right here. Maybe you got a step 16. Those rudders look like that of a B-25 in a way. These are very easy step assemblies here, fellas, right here. Now this is the buttoning up of the fuselage. You got your trim tabs here. They fit in here once your stabilizer's all done. You join them in. Then your wings are joined in. Here's your ailerons. They're added. Now imagine these things are movable. They are. So those flaps are probably movable too. We'll get that as we get to the screws and when I get to building this thing. Okay, this is an 8 undercarriage right here. I was wondering if that undercarriage will support this thing and I have to buy metal landing gear. I went and bought metal landing gear for that B-20, that Hong Kong model B-25. It had to. That's a heavy airplane. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. They're thinking about you want to spend more money. But I was really displeased that they didn't have that metal landing gear for this thing. I really was. Okay, step 26. In conclusion, all the transparency, these canopies are whatever selection you may choose. You can have it up or down. That's all right here in this assembly here. I'm not going to fart around with these clear parts. These are the last thing I'm going to worry about because they're going to be out of the way because I got all these mirrors. They got photo etch, actually photo metal mirrors right there that come with the kit. We'll get to that as we go to the inbox review of it. So on step 26 right here, it shows you the canopy. 27, you get the miscellaneous parts. Go on here. Number 28 to 32 here. You have assembly of your motors. The kit gives you resin motors, so no sense in putting them together right here in resin. We'll show you that when we get in the kit. Okay, now we get to the ordnance stuff. You get all your pylons right here. Now, there's a guide back here that tells you what kind of armament, what aircraft carries, whatever you want to use. If you want to go with the full Monty, it's all here. Right here, you got the assembly of your engine back here, your engine pack. Once I start building this thing, I'll know more about this airplane than I've ever did. And I'll be like a historian. A learning process for me, fellas, it really is. And I love to learn. Okay, that's all your engine pylons right here, as you can see. And it tells you how many you make or whatever version you want to use, you know, what kind of armament. You don't have to do the whole thing, but we'll get to the chart back and we'll show you. Okay, the installation of all these pods, of all these different ordnance pods you use. Inside these wings, there's recess in there, so these pods got to be glued inside there. They can be empty too. You don't have to have any ordnance on thing if you don't want to. If you decide you want ordnance on it, that'd be cool. Okay, this is tip 38. Here's the pilot right here. Here's all the callback numbers, the colors for the pilot. This airplane is all done. They gave you string in the kit. I'll show you as we get into the box. We'll start out with all that stuff first. And I said, what the heck is this string for? Now I know. It's for these chocks right here. And here's the assembly of the ordnance. You got these missiles here. The Air 6L missiles right here. All different kind of weapons right here. And continue. So you got all these weapons, and they got they got stencils on here, and the instructions here. It shows you the stencils to use. And these little dots right here show you the arrangement, how it fits on the pylon. Looks like that of the external pod of the B-52. Okay, here's right here. As I was talking about a while ago. And this little table right here explains the ordnance to use of all the ordnance right there for the aircraft. So you got to study that and make a selection. What are you going to do? Either you can carry weapons on this thing, or just came back from a mission, deployed all of its weaponry, and you don't have to worry about it, just leave the pods on. Depends on what you want to do. Okay, now we're going to get to the end. Here, right here, is the color guide. All this color guide right here pertains to all the colors on the parts itself, as we reviewed the instructions a while ago. It has nothing to do with the overall finish of the airplane in gray or the camouflage of the Warthog. Now, right here, of all these missiles, it gives you the paint color, what color they are. It's very good. It's very informative, and it's great to use. It's good. No problem at all. It don't leave you limbo. Like, you know, what color is this? What I need here? It's all right here. Explained to you right here to use whatever ordnance you want to use. Okay, we'll go over to the next one here. Alrighty. This is when it gets about as confused as a sterile rabbit. They don't give you a color, a big old long fold out piece of paper in gloss format of the actual color views of these aircraft right here. All it tells you right here is Mr. Hobby color, I guess. 303, 302, 301, and they give you the Federal Standard color numbers. So, geez, I got a Federal Standard book, but goddamn, I'm going to look here next Easter to find out what color is what. Now, I don't know what color the camouflage on these things are. Maybe one of you great fellows out there who know more about this aircraft, who's built this thing before, who knows a lot about the color of the camo, please let me know, and I can go from there. The same thing right here. I imagine this is some kind of an Air Force gray or something. It's like a light, almost like a light private gray color. I don't know if it has any ghost grays, but on the illustrations right here, it don't. So I think the answer to my questions right here is I'm going to have to go to inside my Google search engine and Google in A-10 Thunderbolt and see some real color pictures of it, and then I can get a good idea there. But anyway, I can use some help on the colors here, guys, on the 303 and 302, because like I say, it don't tell you right here on the color guide. It's a whole different color system right there. The color guide system only pertains to the parts that are painted, but not the exterior parts of this here aircraft. And they don't even tell you right here what color it is. All it tells you right here, imagine this the Warthog version. It has the federal colors code. I guess I could bring out the. Anyway, I don't want to go through all that. I'm pretty sure one of you great fellas out there can help old Frankie Day right here. Old Frankie will like it. And I love you guys for it. Because like I say, I'm an old guy right now, you know, and trying to get myself in a modern world. Okay, this the explanation right here. If you got sprues out, you're building your kit, and you go, well, where's I need sprue F. Where's sprue F at? And you're digging through like that, and you're trying to compare it right here. Oh, there it is, right there. You look at it. Here it is. What I do is I go like this. I take some masking tape. I take it with a Sharpie pencil. I turn around and go just mark just on the sprue itself, on the corner of tape. Just label the color, the number of the sprue. You go from there and just keep it lined up like this so you know where it's at. Makes something go by quicker. You got to organize yourself when it comes to a system like that. Okay, this is the conclusion of the instructions right here. Now, we're going to get to the decals. I hope fellas are still with me. You might have to get yourself, guys, a good martini or a good beer or a shot of whiskey or something. Coca-Cola or lemonade or anything you guys want to need to entertain yourself along with me. Okay, here are the decals here. Got to be very careful right here. I don't know why they do this. I'm just keep one end taped. There they are. There's that instrument panel right there. We'll get a little closer. That's the camouflage job. I might be doing that one. I really don't know. I sure like to. I think I will anyway. But like I said, I need some help with the camo. You guys excuse me, guys. I gotta get this piece of backing film here. They give you 3 sheets of decals. One is the ordnance sheet for the ordnance only. Then you got 2 sheets here for the plane itself. With low visibility, stars and bars. Trumpeter decals, fellas. Not choreographed or what. They look like they're pretty good damn decals. I like them. Now, lastly, if you decide to really stock this bad boy up with ordnance, like I say, you get the special instructions right there. Here's all your stencils for the aircraft and also ordnance. So you got 3 sets of decals here. One's for your stencils and 2 for the aircraft. This is a nice kit, guys. This thing interests me at no end. That's why I bought it. And normally I don't buy jets, too much jet aircraft like that. But this thing here, I like it. Like I say, this thing ain't nothing but meanness. And like I say, I wouldn't want to be a foe inside of the tank. That thing coming at me. Okay, now we're going to get to the inbox review, guys. This is the one that's going to be FUN time. Now, when I first opened up this kit, you guys got to pardon me for a couple seconds here. I'll be back in about a couple of minutes. We let that darn dog in. That dog right there just keeps it just keeps it going. I'll be back a couple seconds, guys. Get here, lay down. Okay, fellas, I'm back. Please pardon me that. She's laying down now. Okay, we're getting back to the inbox review here. Alrighty, in the beginning, we're going to go here. When I opened up the box, I looked at this. I thought it was metal landing gear at first. I go, wow, beautiful. These are all plastic. This is the first Trumpeter kit I bought. They give you plastic landing gear for a big boy model like that. I don't know if I'm going to use these either. You got a pit top tube in there. There's a ladder there too, how they get in. You can see it right there. It's a little baggy. Well, they feel pretty strong. I imagine as long as you don't bop it or slam it down, they ain't going to break. I mean, I'm quite sure if they busted, they stand in this old landing gear, they would not have done that. But I'm kind of, this is the first discouraging. This is the first discouraging thing about the kit was no metal landing gear, because I got metal landing gear struts with my Focal Condor, my TBF, my Albatross SA-16B, my Victor's Wellington bomber. That was cool to have that metal landing gear. And the only photo etch parts they give me, which ain't photo etch at all, is all these little metal parts. A lot of those are mirrors right here, and all these mirrors, all these mirror parts right here, they go to the cockpit. And you got other miscellaneous pieces here, which I don't know where they go, but I haven't looked at the instructions. I had to go back to the instructions for that. That's all they give you right there. And here's the ejection seat right here, which is not too nice. It's not too bad. I imagine a lot of you fellas want to go out there and get yourself a resin one. But this is good. This is nice. There's a lot of good detail to it. I like it. Nice job, Trumpeter. But you got me mad. No metal landing gear. I'm insulted. These tires are either vinyl or rubber. And I'm tending more to their vinyl. They feel like rubber. Not plastic short shoot. Not. I like them. That's why I said I seen the string a while ago. They got 2 strings. All the string right here. So what's up with the string stuff? And I found out that for the chocks. Oh, okay. Hey, wait a second. Nope. I thought I saw a color sheet there. I guess I didn't. Right here are these resin engines. Pick only one out because the other one is the same. They got them all wrapped up very nice and tidy with bubble wrap. Seized off with masking tape, keep from unraveling. Unravel that. There they are. That's a beautiful looking engine. I want to tell you something, fellas. That saved guys like us a lot of time. If you had to build that as a kit, that's a lot of pieces. I like that resin stuff. It really has a lot of detail. I can see why guys go with that resin. Very well executed. Very beautiful. Well, I fall in love with this airplane right now. One hell of a plane. Okay. Put that back in the baggie where it belongs so it won't get messed up. Okay, here's something here I need to point out to you guys. Actually, I took it as a warning from Sir Robert Waldron of Genesis Models of the canopy. This is the transparency parts here. There's an L part there. That glues, remember? On the instruction sheet, you got to glue that up against there and against the decal pits across there. I don't why make it. I don't know. Maybe I interpreted it wrong, but like I say, I just first time I looked at the instructions like that, so I'll learn more as I build this thing. Okay, we're just going to put that back in here. I'll let this one put it back in here when we get done. Okay, let's see here. Here's a cockpit right here. Mine don't have that little mar like Bobby Waldron's does. Okay, guys. Anybody's got this model, please check your kit. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to Bobby Waldron's kit. Now, on this cockpit right here, it looked like there was a hairline crack across here. That's what he had on his. This one don't have it. So I lucked out. I guess he got a kit that did that. It looked like a fracture, looked like a crack barrier, but it wasn't. It's the way it was molded, because you can, when the mold goes to the screws here, when it comes over this way, the way it molded together, I guess it left a seam line inside there. It's smooth, but there ain't no way you can buff that out. That's through and through. That's internal. But I lucked out. So maybe I got to take a look at that more. I lucked out. I really did. That makes me a very happy camper. So anyway, that's the conclusion of the clear parts of the plane itself. I'm glad I didn't have that parting seam molded in the plastic. But that would have been a real drag. Then you have to go back and get aftermarket decal, aftermarket canopy, or something like that. I don't know, but I lucked out. I guess it's just an event on one kit that did that. I was kind of curious about that myself, so I saved that as a treat, for this unboxed review. And it came out to my advantage that I lucked out, didn't have that hideous looking parting seam on there. Okay, we'll put that here. Okay, we'll put the rest of the parts here. All right then. And this through here contains the fuselage. Man, I wish I had my other camcorder. This thing here is the only one I got to my name, but I'm trying the best I can. You can see the detail. It's very subtle. It's all nice for wash. With that kind of detail, I don't think you really want to prime this thing. It's because if you start adding a lot of primer on it, it's going to fill in all this fine detail. And you want to put a wash on it, you got nowhere to go. So you got to go very light with the airbrush and keep the colors constant. Okay, here's your stabilizers right here. Look like a B-25, don't it? Small detail inside there. I mentioned that's where the cannon goes at right there. You gotta, or the wheel well. You gotta have some kind of detail there. It's pretty good, not bad. I gotta do a lot of reference material. I got a lot of reference I gotta go through before I start this thing. A World War II plane, no sweat. But coming something like this, I don't know. Set that over there. Okay. Here are the wings, top and lower halves of the wings. Nice detail in there, very nice. Man, the washer looked nice in that thing. Has a Trumpeter logo right about here. A lot of ejector pin marks inside, but hey, I'd rather have them inside than outside. That's the top wing right there. This is the bottom. Nice detail leaks there at the bottom. Very nice detail. It really takes nice washes too. I mean, I tell you, these people in Trumpeter, these Chinese people, they really they make sure no stones are uncovered when they make these kits. The only good about it, they do a good job making model kits, but inside their psyche and their politics, I don't like. These are pretty well engrooved in here, like I told you guys about those pylons. So glue them down there, and you decide you want an ordnance on it. Knock yourself out. If you don't, just put the pylons on there and forget about it. But save those pylons, put them in the kit box if you want to use them for something else. Okay, that's the conclusion of the wings right here. They wouldn't much right there. I didn't put too much in there. One there. I'm really enjoying this thing, guys. I really have. Okay. We all know what this is. Here's all your wing ribs for your wings. Looks like they're, I don't know where they go. We'll find out when I start building it. These are your, oh yeah, I know where they go at. They go inside the, where your flaps are at. And they are functional. I can tell by the way I look at them, they are functional. So anyway, that's your ribs and the wings on the exterior wings. And here's your engine pack housing back here. I don't know what kind of engines they use, but I will find out. Like I say, if I get done building this kit as I go along, I'll know more about this thing than I've ever known in my life. Because I'm going to do a lot of do some research. Not reference, but research. So I got a lot of research to do this thing before I even start to build this thing. And I'm going to be building this thing pretty soon. Probably by tomorrow I'll probably start building on it. So tonight, before I go to bed, I'm going to probably ingest a lot of ideas in this thing and check out other builders, see what they did. That could help me out a lot too. Okay. Not much in the engine. A lot of detail in there. A lot of good panels in there. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm not going to open this up. You got two duplicate bags here. Here's your ordnance right here. The big old weapons pod right here. I don't know what it is. Probably weapons pod. I don't know what it is. I know they're some serious looking bombs. This thing carries some stuff, buddy. And this through here, you got your top. Here's your top of your engine pack. That's more internal structures. That probably goes to your gun, yeah, so your fuselage, yeah, you know that, your wells. Undercarriage doors right here. Ailerons here on this sprue. Here's all your ordnance right here too. I don't know what I'm going to use, but like I say, I got to do my research. That's the best Bible I can use right now. Lastly, in the sprues here on this side of the kit box is here. These are your stabilizer, the flaps. Here's a side of your fuselage with a cannon fits through there. Beautiful. I believe these things, they are functional. They do work. We really do. Okay, put that there. Ah. Okay, this is crazy right here. Inside this baggie is a clear spruce of the engine itself. Now, I imagine they designed this to take those resin motors and stick them in there and close them up, and you can see how they look like. And they probably got a little anal stand for it. So I imagine these are just for show. We'll find out as we build the kit. That's what I'm guessing, guys. I really am. Okay. I think it was part of the tail lift things back here. It goes back. This is part where your cannon fits at here. Okay, you got 2 more screws in this baggie here. This is all your cockpit stuff. Here's your tub. The detail here is very, very in low relief. There's detail there. But this whole thing is painted black. Now the Big Ed photo etch set has got separate pre-painted colored photo etch pieces they fit across here. What I'm going to do with this here, I'm just going to go ahead and paint this thing black. And just do a little spinning dry brushing to bring out the details in there. I can do that very easily. Here's your pilot. It consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. There's that instrument panel. Nothing there, guys. Nothing. Remember that clear piece, L28, wherever it was? Supposed to fit there like that. I imagine the decal fits there. I don't know. I imagine the decal fits here, and the glass part fits there. But it don't make sense as you put the decal there. How you glue that other? It's something is a Mickey Mouse there. I got to figure that out. Okay. Over here is your main undercarriage wells and everything here. I know what that looks like. That's where this is where your landing gear, where it tracks. From here into there. Nice detail there too. This is a nice, yeah. I don't know if those are ejector pin marks inside those undercarriage wells or what. See, right here. Look at that. Nuts in it. Really nuts. Don't know if that is intentionally done, if it's real or what. Well, pieces of that cannon, most of these pieces here go with that cannon right here. This is the cannon sprue. I figured that would look familiar right there. Okay, guys, we're almost done with all these pieces here. Frankie Day's got just a little ways to go, and we'll bring it back to me personally. Then I'll go ahead and give you my quality report, what I think about the kit, and everything in general that goes with it. Okay, more stuff coming. We got about more stuff coming. I'd like to thank everybody out there to join me in this inbox review of this here aircraft. I figure it's Friday night. You guys probably want to tune in on and watch this and have a couple drinks and think about building one yourself and follow along with me. Okay, this through here consists of these bullets right here. Those are nice, really detailed. More parts to the cannon assembly. Like I say, guys, I'll know more about this as I build it. But like I say, before I start adding anything to it, I'm going to go ahead and do some research and try to figure things out on this thing. Because this is a modern day airplane, and a lot of you fellas out there modern day opposed to an old relic like myself. And like I say, I'm an old dog learning new stuff. Okay, guys, this is the last of the sprues here. Last of the parts. I think I about covered everything except right here. Lots of stuff to throw away here. Oh yeah, put that back in here. Okay. More stuff coming in the ordnance department. There's more ordnance. Here's all your pylons what you use. Like again, you gotta make a decision. This is the same thing. You got two sprues that are precisely the same thing, guys. So nothing lost there. Okay, and view of the last sprue right here. Here's you got your pylons, and you got your Phoenix missile. Phoenix, I don't know what it is. It's modern day. I do not know. Soon we'll know. Here's your pylons right here. Different ones. Like I say again, they got to make a decision how you're going to dress up your A-10. What kind of ordnance you're going to use. And go from there, and the rest of the stuff just kind of clip off, throw it in the spare parts box, and save it for a rainy day in case you want to build another one or build something else, and use those parts for the build. Okay, guys. This one here is carbon copy, so nothing missing there. Yeah. Okay. They've come to yours truly. Okay, that's the conclusion of the inbox review of my 1/32 scale Trumpeter A-10 Thunderbolt 2. Okay, to sum up my decision on the quality for the kit in general, I'll tell you truthfully how I feel about it. Boy, that apple cider is good stuff, man. I'm trying to lie low on that Coke for a while, guys. That Coke's got too much sugar in it, and I don't like it. This stuff's good stuff. It's natural. Okay, now to me, it's a nice kit. For all this, not the discrepancies, for all the cons part of the kit that I didn't like, that I had no metal landing gear, and the clarity of the instrument panel and all the other stuff like that. Plus, gave me a plastic landing gear struts, no metal struts, and no photo etch stuff at all. It was discouraging, but the discouragement was overwhelmed by the cost of the kit in general when I bought it. So I go, I could have paid more and been discouraged worse, but what I paid for, I'm not discouraged no more. I'm pretty happy. And so right now I got to get hot on the research of this thing and find out what colors is what. And I'll make it look nice when I get done with it. Okay, I'd like to thank everyone of you out there for being here with me tonight, reviewing my unbox review of the Warthog. It's a nice kit, guys. Get it. Like I say, I thought it was a new kit. Didn't know. But now I learned this thing's been out for a long time. 8 years ago, I seen videos 8 years ago of this thing. Even Ahoy Models did one 8 years ago, 9 years ago. So this little thing's been around for a long time. It's now entered the hobby shop. So these hobby shops out here, they don't stock nothing upstream like you do in the United Kingdom. Like I see a lot of you guys hobby shops out there on YouTube. You guys got most wonderful hobby shops. I wish I had a hobby shop like that. But out here, like I say, here's a kid here's 8, 9, 10 years old. They just probably bring it in there. I was in hopes it was a brand new release, but that's no discouragement. But I'm happy right now because I didn't pay that much money for it, and it looks like I'm very satisfied with the parts. I'm very satisfied with the kit. And when it comes down to the color fold out of the kit itself, or the color selection, I didn't like that. I mean, they don't think. Suppose some guy like me, or like yourselves, buys a model like this for your son or daughter, who wanted to buy one of these. Like me, don't have no idea what colored paint to use on this thing other than the paint guide to give you an instruction pamphlet right here. Now, with kids nowadays, they're pretty keen. They know more about it than I do, than myself on this, on the paint schemes, these new stuff nowadays. But like I'm trying to get across is that the kid's going to have great difficulty trying to build something like this because you don't know what kind of paints to use. Now, if he was in a different country, it'd be different because this is a foreign model. It's made in China, and the paints colors they give you is Mr. Hobby paints. And we don't have Mr. Hobby here in Ohio. We don't. So I'm shot out of the park right there. So I have to go to a different paint. But right now, I need to find out the paint schedule on this thing, on the 3-tone version, so I can be able to go onward. But like I say, my best thing is do a little research on there. I'll be able to solve my problems, which ain't none at all. Just kill my curiosity what color it is. Okay, I don't mean to bend your ear off anymore, fellas. I'm just having a wonderful day today. feel really good. Have a good dinner tonight. I'm going to do a little research on the A-10 and I'll hit the part sack and go to work all day because it'll be a big, that's a big, busy day tomorrow. Okay. To sum it up, 100% of the kit, I like it. And I'm very grateful I got it. I'm happy. Just pros and cons. That's what I'm doing. Pros and cons. We all do that. And I'm very happy my canopy wasn't marred from that separation of it like Bobby Waldron's kit was. Okay. Thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in this video. And make Mama happy. Take care of little ones. And stay focused when you drive. And please be safe out there, guys. Like I said on the video on the Waltz D3, we live in a wacky-hooly, hickey-doodle world. And you got a lot of stupid people out there, so you got to be very careful. Please be aware of your surroundings. It's getting cold outside. Get yourself a nice model, work on it, bring some out of the stash. Get your favorite drink, enjoy, and enjoy life. Really enjoy life. And I enjoy life. Okay. Next video will probably be another one on the string bag coming up in a couple of days. But I will be I'll probably be making some live action videos on this. Probably starting tomorrow. I'm getting overzealous right now about this. So, on the video, I'll go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and build this thing subsonic wise if they last. That's what I'll do. Okay. This is Frankie Day from Frankie Day Models. You guys take care of yourselves. And God bless you all. And we'll catch you on the next video. You take care of yourselves, guys. And God bless you all. I love you, fellas.